Time now for Better Money Boston. I'm here with Nick Colantuno. He's a certified financial planner with Johnson Brunetti. Now, getting started with estate planning, that might seem really complicated, maybe overwhelming. But at the end of the day, the simple truth is that this helps protect those you love and the things you have. And we're going to talk to Nick about that today. This is a really important piece of retirement planning.
It's critical, Megan. The reality is nobody really wants to be thinking about a world that they're no longer a part of. And planning for that, planning for a scenario where you're no longer here, almost makes it feel real when it's not the reality of today. So there are a lot of steps that you need to take just to make sure that you're putting your family and your loved ones in a good spot.
Absolutely. So taking that action can help. And you say one of the very first things, the benefits here, is that it gives you some level of protection.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of ways to go about getting that protection. The most common form is just a will. A will, when you pass away, says who gets what. Now, keep in mind, the will, well, it spells out who gets what. It still goes through that probate process. The old saying here is the in-laws can become the outlaws, and we don't want to make a difficult time more difficult than it already is.
Oh, and so let's talk about the control that it can offer people.
Sure, and that's where trust planning comes into place. Where a will says who gets what, a trust further spells out not only who gets what, but how often, under what circumstances, when, how much. You can have a lot more flexibility and control over assets where you're no longer here, and some people like that.
Once you have that plan in place around your legacy, I would imagine that this really helps people feel confident.
Sure, and confidence is everything. Planning for it is everything. You know, as I mentioned, you pass away, you're no longer here. That's going to be a very difficult time for your family. We don't need probate courts and the legal process and this red tape making, again, what is already a difficult time that much more difficult. So communicating your wishes, communicating your desires, putting a plan in place now while you are here and you can control that narrative, that's what estate planning is all about.
Great insights. Tell us about this free book you brought.
Well, that's what the book is all about. It's the Estate Planning Simplified Guide. There are so many things to consider when it comes to addressing those what-ifs.
And you can get that today. It is free to you. Simply go to bettermoneyboston.com to request it. Again, visit bettermoneyboston.com. And we'll see you back here next week for another edition of Better Money Boston.